In Kenya, 1 million young people join the workforce every year, which means that Kenya needs 1 million new jobs every year for the next 10 years to keep up with the rapidly expanding youth bulge. Of these young people, only 1 in 5 is likely to find a formal job, with the rest either being unemployed or engaged in some non-wage earning occupation. However, the narrative of unemployment is different for Andrew Ashira, a young agripreneur. Andrew, who is a student at the University of Nairobi pursuing international relations, decided to use his creativity and started to process fermented tea known as kombucha.
I'm the founder of Kombucha Kenya, and I make kombucha for a living. We are the people who sell kombucha here in Kenya. So personally, I'm a 24-year-old studying international relations in the University of Nairobi. Aside from that, I dedicate my time to making kombucha because it's something that I love. I am passionate about it ever since I got to realize how awesome it is 5 years back. I've done other jobs, but I've quit other jobs for this because this has paid me better. Yeah.
Kombucha is a living health drink made by fermenting tea with a kombucha culture. The result can taste like something between sparkling apple cider and champagne.
Kombucha is a tea beverage that is fermented from a culture of bacteria and yeast, popularly known as a SCOBY. That's an acronym for symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. So what this is a culture that will ferment tea that is sweetened into this sweet, sour, bubbly, soda-like beverage called kombucha. Yeah, so kombucha has been out there for quite a long time. It originated from, the way we've got to know about it through tales and stuff. It came from China, Manchuria, and it has been traveling all over the world from China to Russia to Korea to the Philippines, Japan, Germany, England, Italy, and all the way to the West in the 90s. But it has been there since 220 BC. So the name kombucha got where it was coined it was actually a situation where the Emperor of Japan, his name was Inkyo, had a stomach problem, and there was this Korean doctor who went to visit him and to assess him. So the name of this Korean doctor was Kombu, but the tea in Japan is cha. So it was Kombu's tea that made Emperor Inkyo well. So it was just called kombucha, and that was in 414 AD. But lately it has been more like a culture in Russia especially, and in Germany, in Europe largely, and also now as it has been shared over through generations, it has crossed over to the West, where it's really popular and has been featured in many movies, and also has been given a shout out by many popular celebrities.
Since its inception, kombucha has become popular among consumers because it is a healthier alternative for soda and among holistic health consumers who drink it for its many alleged health benefits.
It's a healthier alternative for soda. We here in Kombucha Kenya like to say, dare to be a kombucha in a world of sodas. So it's really a healthy soda, and it makes you really feel good. It's like an energy drink as per se. It can be drunk by children, but it has no age limit. Yeah, so that's the reason why it's popular, and to the fact that it has amazing health benefits to the person who's drinking it will really make kombucha to be really spread out by word of mouth or whatever means there is there.
Andrew states that there is a great opportunity for Kenyan farmers to get involved in the fermented tea business, as kombucha is made from tea which is readily available in Kenya.
There's no better place to make kombucha apart from Kenya because it's made from tea, and I'm glad to have had a really great mentor His name was Daniel Njoroge. He is a naturopath. He lived in the States a lot of years, actually, like 20 years. And he coached me on natural health. He coached me on kombucha. So finding kombucha at first time, it was pretty weird, but I got to realize that actually it had a lot of health benefits to me. Like I had some fungal infection after drinking kombucha for some months. I didn't find it anymore. So I found it a keeper.
Kombucha is said to contain antioxidants that can kill harmful bacteria and may help fight several diseases. This motivated him to start brewing this tea to help other people who could have some health problems such as fungal infections and allergies.
Find it really helpful, especially when my stomach has turned into a World War III fantasy. I will drink kombucha and it's just like a split second and I will find that my stomach is not aching anymore. And sometimes when I've eaten some really heavy stuff and drink kombucha afterwards, I'll just feel so good when the food has digested. You just have a really great feel in your stomach. And during the first times I was doing kombucha, I used to have this bacterial infection on my foot. And every evening when I was coming from town, I used to, peeling out my socks, I used to like always scratch. It used to be a thing. But drinking kombucha for 3 months after, I actually started to remember, oh wait, I used to scratch myself down there, what happened? But I realized it's out of drinking the kombucha that has helped me to be very strong. And as also I said, it has boosted my immunity, and I thank God I can't recall the last time I was in hospital.
Kombucha consists of tea, sugar, the SCOBY, which is symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeasts. It has vitamin B1, B2 and B6, B12 minerals and peripherals.
Will constitute okay, there's the bacterial part. It's a probiotic drink, so it has the probiotics. But let's say physical features, just tea from Camellia sinensis, and then some sugar that will be added during the fermentation period so that it can make this tea into kombucha. So this is the bacterial part where it will have the probiotics that we need. It has vitamin B1, B2, B6, B12, some minerals that is got from the soil through the tea, and also polyphenols. The word bacteria, we usually think that these are like germs, but there are good and bad bacteria, and you will be drinking bacteria, the good kind, called probiotics. So I cannot really recall the very formal definition of probiotics by WHO, but what I could tell you is probiotics are like microorganisms found within the human body that are beneficial, especially in the gastrointestinal tract, that help our body to function and to digest food much better. So indeed, you'll be drinking good bacteria to make you better. Yeah.
Kombucha, being a special fermented tea, is because of its reputed health benefits. A lot of experiential evidence from people who have used kombucha over very many years report of its improvements in energy levels, metabolic disorders, allergies, cancer, digestive problems, candidiasis, hypertension, chronic fatigue, and arthritis. It is also used externally for skin problems and as a hair wash, among other things.
People come back and said, your drink really helped me. Your drink really helped my mom. I was feeling this and now I feel that. And yeah, that's what makes it special. Health benefits and a feel good feeling after you drink kombucha. That's what makes it special. It's a good remedy for intestinal problems. Let's say if you have a really bad stomachache, I drink kombucha to settle that problem, and it will also fight cholesterol in your body. It will fight things like blood pressure. It will also these are now from testimonials. It will also boost your immunity greatly, Like, let's say, I'm not trying to boast, but I thank God I cannot remember the last time I went to a hospital. And that's really great because it has boosted my immunity. Even during the cold seasons in Kenya, I don't get a flu really often like anybody else.
Although Andrew has been brewing the kombucha drink for 5 years now, he commercialized the business in 2016. Having gained the experience of brewing kombucha, he takes us through the necessary requirements in this business.
So first off, you need to be hygienic yourself. You need to be a person who loves cleanliness. And you'll need either a glass jar that's lead-free or a food-grade plastic bucket. So, but we use food-grade plastic buckets because it's easier because of the size of it. Finding glass that's that big, it's usually quite a problem, especially this part of the world.
Andrew attests that any customer can make kombucha at home provided they have all the requirements necessary for the fermentation process. He also cautions that if one makes kombucha the wrong way, it might be adverse for human health.
People make kombucha at their own homes, which is great. However, you don't need to be really a big scholar to know how to make kombucha, because it's all about the way, it's just how you could make a lemonade at your own home. But it's really important to know how to make kombucha in the best way so that it may be good for you. Well, let me just put it this way, if you make kombucha in the wrong way, it can be very adverse to you. So that's why most people will actually want we to make the kombucha for them instead of them going through the hassle. So what you just need is tea, sugar, a starter liquid, which is previously made kombucha, and a culture, or now what we call the SCOBY. That's just all you need, and you'll just need to know how to make the proportions in which you should be putting the tea, how many grams. Also the water should be also potable and drinkable. Yes, so that's what you need.
The kombucha drink contains several organic acids that are beneficial to the human body's immune system. Andrew tells us more on these organic acids and how they react to our body's system, as well as the importance of drinking the acids from the kombucha drink.
Glucuronic acid, which is now a really great acid, organic acid that's supposed to detox our body. So there's glucuronic, there's gluconic, there's acetic acid, that's like vinegar. When you drink kombucha, you'll kind of feel a tiny sting at the back of your throat. So that's the acetic acid. It's usually in all kombuchas. And you will find oxalic acid, usinic acid, and many others.
Andrew further adds that kombucha made in an aerobic state will consume carbon dioxide, thus carbonating the drink, making it fizzy like soda. He articulates it does not affect the quality and the health benefits of the drink.
Kombucha can be fizzy if you make kombucha in some types of environments. So there's the aerobic environment and the anaerobic environment. If you make it in an anaerobic environment, definitely the carbon dioxide will build up because kombucha will naturally carbonate itself. And then when you open it, you will get fizz. And it's something very lovely too. For some really love fizz, and some customers will say, I don't like so much fizz. So it's a customer preference thing, but it will get fizzy as you brew in different types of environments.
Kombucha requires tea for its fermentation process. Other than the real tea, there are several different kinds of tea that give different results, ranging from lighter to stronger cider-like tastes. These teas include black tea, green tea, hibiscus, among others. At Kombucha Kenya, Andrew also adds flavors to make the drinks tasty. He makes 12 flavors, all inclusive of the herbal teas and the fruit flavors.
Kombucha can be flavored to make a good, really tasty soda. Like if you're a person who loves mangoes, if you're a person who loves peach, whatever, we make flavors, and we have 12 flavors that we make. but we categorize them in two. So there are the fruit flavors and there are the herbal teas. So the herbal teas are like 7. We have rosemary mint, we have green tea, we have hibiscus ginger, ginger turmeric, guava, lavender, and moringa. And for the fruit flavors, we'll have strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, mango, and pineapple. But further along, we look at having more flavors because, well, we don't want people to get bored of this. But let's say at the back here, so we'll have the original flavor, which we make a lot, and then we'll have the sweetest kombucha called guava. We have the lavender, and at my back we have hibiscus ginger. So they all brew at certain periods of time depending on the flavor. Like the guava takes a longer period of time to consume the sugar and to make it a perfect brew. But for the standard original kombucha, that is now the unflavored kombucha, it will take maybe 7 to 12 days, 7, if it's adversely cold, 14, to make a good bubbly soda-like kombucha.
After the break, Andrew will take us through the process of making kombucha and how he has been able to penetrate the market.